Hi guys, now I'm doing obviously somewhere different. I'm doing it in my home, here in my bedroom. Gonna get a seat, gonna get it all sorted, and I'm just gonna quickly bring you up to date with some Arsenal transfer news, which is I think a lot of people know about in a minute. But obviously Arsenal played yesterday in against Lyon at the Emirates, lost 2-1, and sort of showing signs again that we're not defensively ready. But we should be excited by a couple of players that are coming in. There's still talk about this Nicolas Pepe thing. I don't really sort of take notice until it's firmly done because we all know that we get linked with such big players and then it all falls apart. So I will bring up to date the new players that are in. So originally, early on, we bought Gabriel Martinelli. He's a for 6.3 million. It's an 18-year-old from Brazil, and he came from actually a Brazilian club called uh, Itu Ituano. If I got that wrong, please forgive me. And he actually scored in debut in what was known as the Cronky Derby. Which would be the car when we did the US tour. We had the Carlo Rapids against Arsenal, and obviously, again, we've shown that even in America, we've got far more support than say like the Colorado Rapids in MLS, and pretty much show Cronky which is the bigger club and why you should be investing in us. Um, I don't think it'd be a possible replacement for Iwobi because he's naturally a left winger, can play right wing. If he has to, he can play up front. Like I say, I'm not trying to say I know much about him. I don't know really much about him at all. But from what I've seen from videos, highlights of the games that we have played this season, he looks quite a good prospect. So welcome Martinelli to Arsenal Football Club. So the second player I'm going to bring you up today on is a player called that was playing against us against Real Madrid, where we draw 2-2 but lost on penalties out in the USA. And it's Dani Ceballos. He's going to be on loan from Real Madrid. Plays mainly as a CM next to Torreira, but can play either in Ozil's position, an attacking role, or on the left wing. Um, we bought him in on loan, so it's technically just a loan for a season. Now, a lot of people are getting upset at the fact that we can't have it because there's no obligation or option to buy. That doesn't mean we can't buy him at the end of the season. He can have a fantastic season, and we'll say, yeah, we'll have him for whatever the price is. But um, it's not like we have an obligation to sign him, and then we end up like with the Dani Suarez situation, or Luis Suarez situation, where we um, basically have to buy him or have an obligation to buy him, and he's not been playing well at all, or he's been injury prone or anything like that. But from what we've seen from the Spanish league, he had 30 odd appearances last season and looked a very good prospect on our wing, even though it was a disappointing season for Real Madrid. The third player is William Saliba, and he looks, in terms of French football, from what everyone's talking about in French football, he is like the next big thing in terms of a centre back. Big, strong, looks nothing like an 18-year-old, and we've bought him in from Saint Etienne for £27 million. The problem is though we do have to loan him back to Etienne for the season. Now, everyone could be very disappointed in this. I'd say this is actually quite a good move by Arsenal because if he has another outstanding season at Saint Etienne, you'll get teams like Man United, Barcelona, Real Madrid. They'll all want him as a centre back, and he'll cost 50, 60 million pound and money that we all know Arsenal would never spend. So the fact we've got him at 27 million, so if he does have a good season, everyone can go, oh, Arsenal have got him. We missed out. So it looks for once that Arsenal are thinking about their signings. Emery with Sanelli, they look like they're trying to utilise what money they have well. I still feel that Kroenke needs to invest even more money in this club, as I think a lot of fans are. There's been a lot of protests going on, such as the protests at the kit launch. And yeah, so we should we should be investing more, but um, we'll have to wait and see. We're still waiting on the Koscielny situation because he didn't go to the US tour. And if he wants out, I say strip him of his captaincy. Why the hell should a captain of our team should be wanting out of the situation that we're in or what we're trying to build? We need a captain that's going to buy into what we're trying to build as a football club and trying to push our way back to the top. So if he wants out, fair dues. Give it to someone like Socrates. Socrates, we know, can be a natural leader. And I've said this also before that he can be another captain of Arsenal and a good captain for Arsenal for years to come. So, as we all know, I was going to let you know about some players out. We all know about Ramsey, obviously. Espina has been bought by Napoli at the end of that season. Czech, obviously, we know we was leaving for Chelsea as a backroom staff. Welbeck didn't get another chance at Arsenal. We all thought with his last game coming right at the end, he might get another chance, but the risk was too much in terms of injury prone. He just gets injured all the time, and it's not worth it. So they've let him go on a free. His contract ran out, so he could go wherever he want. Lichtsteiner, his contract ran out, and we all know he was going. Bramall, who's another Arsenal youngster, he's left as a free agent and still looking for a football club. So he obviously didn't make the grade. And yeah, so one of our goalkeepers has left. Another centre back, sorry, has left. Goalkeeper, sorry, in Eliv. And he's left for I think a Norwegian club or club from his own country on loan, and obviously we don't know about the situation with Koscielny at the minute, so we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. But we're coming towards the end. Obviously, the transfer window doesn't run to the 31st of August; it runs to the week before the season starts, so that way everyone knows who their squads are. And again, Arsenal have made decent signings, but again are not ready in the key areas that we need, such as another right back for Bellerin, a centre back that could replace Koscielny, and I mean, or go alongside Socrates. So, or replace Holding, because don't forget Holding's also in the same situation as Bellerin, and he was performing brilliantly before his injury. So we need more defenders by the time the transfer window shuts. There's talk about Nicolas Pepe, something around. This is where I think it's not going to happen because people are talking about 60, 70 million. As Arsenal are going to spend 67, 70 million after banging on about we've got no money to spend, I don't see it happening. If it does, then I stand corrected. So yeah, we need more to prepare for this season, and I did this video first before I do the video about the German Grand Prix, and I'll get into that rant or that video next time because I need to take a minute to think about what's gone on in that race because half of it was just an utter outrage. But yeah, that's the update on Arsenal transfer news. Confirmed Arsenal transfer news. Let me know what you think. Do you feel that we are ready, or we can bring youngsters in to cover us, or are you worried of any areas that we could be lacking in that could expose our weak points and not help us in towards the start of the season? So let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know what your predictions will be for the season. Do you think we'll go above Spurs? Do you think we'll finish top four? Do you think we'll finish above Man United or Chelsea? Just yeah, let us know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll come back to you soon with the German Grand Prix review and also another chapter on my story about liver disease. So yeah, keep watching. Thanks for your support, and I'll speak to you guys soon.